Alright, so looks like we made it through another week, and now it's Friday. Time to get ready for the weekend. Yep. We got a little bit of a gathering, birthday party for the oldest grandson, turning 16. So he's gonna have some of his friends over. We want to do a little pool party, maybe a little barbecue, of course. And well, that means I need to get some things ready around here to make that happen. Me and the wife just made a little run by Ollie's. Remember Ollie's, right? Good stuff, cheap. Well, they got this Aquamate shock. Yep, trying a new shock treatment. Actually, I've already tried this one about a week or so before, and it worked out pretty good. Didn't have the residuals like the other chemical. So I'm gonna get out here and start getting some of this cast out. And I got a little unboxing I want to do for you on a couple of handy battery operated lawn tools that I came across. Continuing with my efforts of going green, both of these products will be run by battery. We're gonna see how well they hold up. Seems though, even though I do want to continue in this effort to go green with battery operations instead of gasolines and oil treatments, I did have some issues with my battery operated lawnmower, the Heart, as you might remember that unboxing. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that one swapped out for another to test run. And it looks like we might even have some dark clouds coming in. Earlier, right before we left for Ollie's, sitting out in the driveway, the wife had called me while I was inside. She was sitting in the car waiting for me. This happens, you know that happens. And she tells me, it's raining. And I'm like, I was just out there. You know, I was back here getting things ready. And I said, and it was burning up hot. What do you mean it's raining? And sure enough, as I got outside, I was getting pummeled by raindrops. So, yeah, we're down here in Texas. We're experiencing some really weird weather changes lately. So, I'm sure half the world has heard about our hill country flood. So, yeah, our hill folks got quite a drenching here within the past week, and it's been all the news. All right, let me get this stuff going. I still gotta get these filters out so I can go ahead and get them washed and get this thing circulating again, and hopefully I'll beat the rain. And I'm hoping it's just going to be a small downpour. That's what they're speculating today anyway. It's down in this area, nothing heavy. So kind of hard to do everything one-handed, right? Anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and get that done, and I'll get to that unboxing here with you here in just a little while. All right. All right. So let's take a quick look at what we got here today. I have a Hyper tough, right? Hyper tough, 20 volt max, 2.2 AH, whatever that means, talking over the head kind of stuff. It's a 2-piece cordless string trimmer and sweeper kit. All right, and basically what that is a blower and string trimmer. Okay, so you're looking at what, 130 mile an hour winds on that blower. Is that enough power to move grass? I think so. All right, let's get this thing open and take a look at what we got. Run it around the pool area real quick and see how it works. All right, let's get it open. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. I need one of the bar stools for this. We have here, let's see, dog, quit licking my leg. I hate that. Oh. All right. Let's see what we got. Looks like set up for the battery charger. Set up. There we go. Of course, we got an instructional manual. Do we need an instructional manual for a string trimmer and a blower? I don't think so. Anyway, let's take a look at the battery. Here's our battery. If I can get it out. It's a really small battery. It's only like a 20 volt. I don't know if that's going to be enough for a string trimmer. I don't know what the running charge is on them usually, but there's that. So we'll be looking at probably a connection, something like that. Yeah, something like that to go together. And it looks like you got some light indicators there to let you know when you got a full charge. So hopefully that'll work out well. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah. Right. Let's see what we got in the box here. First thing out the box, there's our blower. And yeah, I don't know why the hose is pointed up that way, but looks like maybe you can disconnect that somehow and turn it around, I would hope. But we'll look into that before we go and end up dismantling something we don't need to. Alright. And let's see, it looks like we have another package in there. That one. Let's see what we got here. That's gonna be a shield for the string trimmer, so that'll come in handy, right? Okay, set all that over there, and then there we go. That's the one we're looking for. There's your string trimmer, and looks like we may have some more items, but they're not. Simply packaging. Okay. Wow. Alright, there's our string. And let's see what we got there on this thing here. How's that supposed to go? What do you think? Now, this is just going on by eye. What do you think? Oh, it's got a couple of screws in there, so there's going to be some screwed on parts, it looks like. And it's running right through the back here. So I'm going to say that that's going to go like that. Huh? How's that for not needing any direction? So there's our 2 screws. We'll get that put together. And then we'll get ready to run this thing out around the pool and see how it does. But first, we should probably make sure that our battery has a charge. Let's see if our battery has a charge. We'll try it with the blower. And they only give you 1 battery and 2 tools. 2 tools, 1 battery. Alright. Alright. We got some power. I don't know, it's not a whole lot, but hopefully it'll be enough to move the grass. Let's go ahead and put this battery on the charger and let it get a little better power going. What do you think? Alright, let's do that. Okay, we got the battery on the charger now. Red and green being charged. And they only give you 1 screw for the application of the shield. So you gotta get it right the first time. And it shouldn't be that hard, of course. So here we go with that. Of course, it's a Phillips head screw, but if you have a flat head that is the right size, you can usually get it to work for you. And this one will. And it looks as though, I'm gonna say, that's probably the only assembly required with this whole kit. So let me let that battery charge up for a few minutes, or maybe an hour, I don't know. Depends if these clouds hold back that water long enough. And we'll go ahead and run it around the pool here real quick. Hold on. Now let's say on the string trimmer, for instance, you definitely want to take advantage of the height adjustment and the pitch adjustment of this particular tool. And that's right here. And that's how that's the full height right there. And then you can rotate it when you're ready to do like an edge job around your front yard or patio or whatever you're edging. But yeah, those are features you're going to definitely want to catch. On the blower, basically, put the battery on it and turn it on. Blow the leaves. I don't know. It could be like rocket science to some, but to me it just seems almost like it's self-explanatory. Alright, waiting on that battery. We're getting ready to do this here in just a second.
6 hours later.
Okay, so I just got back from running a few errands, and we're into the golden hour now, and we're quickly losing sunlight as I speak. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this string trimmer for us real quick and let you take a look at how this is gonna run, and I'll get right back to you to wrap this up. Let's do it. Pretty good so far. nice path along our walkway here, and a little bit of the blowback there of the grass on the sidewalk. And with that being said, I'm gonna run over here and grab the blower, and now we're just gonna, if you would excuse me, go ahead and scared the dogs off. But here's what we got going as we use the air sweeper to knock that little bit of air, that little bit of grass right on the sidewalk. Alright, not bad. Definitely gonna work out to help me get a few things done around here. Hold on. Okay, so yesterday we definitely ran out of time. Sun went down on us way too quick, and I didn't get a chance to show everything I wanted to and to check out the areas that were most important to me. Like over here around where I keep the trash can bins, I definitely wanted to give it a shot over here and see how we do. So this morning I have a freshly charged battery. We're going to go ahead and pop it in, and we're just going to go straight to work on it and see what it does. Alright, here we go. Get back. Get back. Alright. One of the features here is turning on and off. The unit is supposed to release the string to get a little more string out of it. So, yeah. Not bad, but I definitely want to take a look at see how it does on edging. Let's take a look at that. All right, let's take a look at some of this edging. Alright, let's take a look at it. That's basically what we're looking at as the edge job goes. It's a little bit free-handed, but I think it'll get the job done. All right. Well, so far, I'll say they can definitely handle some of the light dutier work around here. These are not the most powerful of tools that I've used for such jobs, but I believe that for the most minor aspects of it, they'll be okay. I wouldn't say go out and try to handle any big contracting job or anything with it, but some light duty work around the house, I definitely think they can handle. Well, and well, that's what we're looking at. And we got the party happening a little bit later on today. So, yeah, I got a lot of work to do here. Pool's coming right along, though. Chemicals have done their job. So, all right then. Until the next time, guys. I'll see you. Oh my God, this dog. Bashed. Yeah, it looks like we left a little bit of work for our sweeper. Go ahead and get that blowed out. There you go. All right, that ought to do it for now.